All right, it is Monday, April 11th, and Mondays have become my kind of like get shit done day. It's the only work day that I don't have a stream, and is also the only day that I don't set any writing specific goals. So all the other days of the week I have usually a word count or a editing chapter kind of count, something where I'm like, okay, I would like to hit this and this. But Mondays, it's a no, because it is my get shit done for the week. It's kind of nice actually moving from the weekend where if I'm smart about it, I actually took a day off. This week I took 2 days off, and this is going to play into the whole thing, but it's nice to have a kind of slow roll into the week, but also kind of get everything else that would distract me done and out of the way. So that's what today is. But today especially, I'm coming off of a kind of busy end of my March, and I was feeling sort of depleted. So last week I didn't really get as much done as I wanted to for the first week of camp, to be honest. And so I'm basically trying to get myself back on track. So I allowed myself that time to just kind of veg, refill that creative well, right? I actually finished a puzzle, haven't done that in a while. It was wonderful. Caught up on some books, caught up on some podcasts, that sort of thing. But that has sort of left me feeling, as I'm co-writing a project with my brother for Camp NaNoWriMo, that I'm sort of like letting him down. And he would never say that. I don't even know that he necessarily feels that way, even if he wouldn't say it, right? Like, it's probably just me putting those feelings onto the situation. But I feel bad because I'm the one who writes a lot more. I'm the one who's, finished projects and stuff like that. And I'm trying to and some part of this is not just the joy of getting to work together, but also showing him that he can finish projects too. Because I think my brother is a phenomenal writer. So much so that it almost makes me mad. He is so good, but he starts a lot of things and hasn't finished. And I've always talked about how once you finish that first draft of a novel or something, it's like you unlock a skill, and from now on you'll be able to do that, or you'll be able to kind of feel out if this novel's really not worth finishing, or I got what I needed to out of it, right? But you have to finish it first to understand that. So I'm hoping in some part that co-writing this will give him the confidence to work on this project for a sort of sustained time, but then of course I'm the one who's like not upholding my end of this bargain. And so he's been doing really well, which is phenomenal, but like I need to start pulling my weight. It's what it feels like, Again, I don't think he'd ever say any of that. I doubt he even feels that way, but I feel that way. So I'm hoping to just like get all my stuff done, get back on track, and just get ready for the rest of camp and the rest of this month. So I do have 3 main focuses for April, one of which of course being Camp NaNoWriMo, so we got that one. I do want to finish the romance novel that I've been working on. I started this project in February and had this delusion that I was going to finish it in February. But, other projects come up, and I think it's fun to have that flexibility. So I continued that through March, and then there was a contest that came up, and so, it took a little bit of backseat, but I'm hoping that I will finish it this month. So it's just kind of interesting for me to note along the way how long something takes me. So if my goal is a month, what's actually going to happen is it's going to take me 3 months, right? So it's good for me to know for the future, and hopefully I'll just keep that in mind going forward. We'll see. So that's the second one. And then the third one is I want to create a comprehensive marketing plan, or LOOC, for the Making Money Making Art podcast. I haven't attempted to sort of like market anything in this way before outside of books, and so it's just kind of interesting. I'm hoping I'm going to learn a lot of skills, or fine-tune my skills in like this kind of more curated social media thing push, something that's also maintainable, and just kind of bring that over to my books, to my YouTube. And so yeah, that's the goal. So those are the 3 goals really. I will of course be doing all of the other normal things I do, but those are my 3 main goals. I do have some bonus goals, don't need to get into, but today is all about finishing up some podcast editing, general other admin, obviously getting all of the shit organized as y'all saw, so that I can cross through some things and just let the rest of the focus be on the writing for the most part this week and this month. I am excited. David is going to be streaming with me on Friday. So that's going to be really fun. I think we're going to do a two-parter. And by that, I mean, I really like how Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, has done hers where she'll stream for like an hour and a half on YouTube and then another hour and a half on Twitch. So it's like, it's a continuation of the thing, but just kind of bringing people over. I think that's so smart. Hit both audiences or convert some people. So anyways, I think that's what I'm going to do, but I am going to take a break from the editing and the admin-ing and that kind of stuff and do some yoga for the first time since my wrist predicament, and hopefully it will go well. So let's do that. I did finally this morning catch up on almost all of my stuff, so I'm finally back to writing. I'm excited for tomorrow to be the start of writing in the morning instead of doing everything else in the morning. So I am, now that I have all of that stuff out of my head and can focus on the writing on Camp Nano, I'm much more excited. So it's like I have had that breather I needed from March, and then now it's time. All right, let us unmute. Hello. All right, it is 8:06 on Wednesday. I actually kind of unexpectedly need to take Buffy into the vet. So I'm gonna take Buffy and Zelda. We're switching over to my friend's family vet practice, but I am gonna try and fit in some more birds before I go ahead and leave for San Marcos. So this is kind of where I wanted to be at, minus the having to leave for all or half the day. And that I'm getting up to do my romance project, get you can't see that, get 1,000 words in that ideally. And then the next part of my day, writing wise, is spent on Camp NaNoWriMo stuff. So let's go ahead and get this rolling. Hooray. Oh, and now we're ready to go. Is she being a good emotional support, Zelda? Are your drugs kicking in? Just weird skin things, yeah. There was a crash, so we're all just right here. $3:57. All right, so my schedule's changing a little bit again as we will need to start walking Buffy twice a day so that she can get some of the energy out that she would normally get with Zelda, but because of that sort of like quick pivoting they do when they play, like she can't really do that anymore. So changing it up just a little bit, but I am really loving that I'm back to a place where I can get at least some words in on the romance project, and then like during the stream today I'll switch over to my Camp NaNoWriMo project again. So there's just something as a morning person where I just love getting the words in the morning, and I haven't really been doing that sometimes as I've been, you know, kind of trying to catch up on everything. So it's nice to like get back to that place. I do feel like I got my shit together. Even with like losing a day for all of this week, I'm still very excited to see what else I can continue to cross off my list. But I feel like I'm back at that solid place. So yeah, even though the routine's changing, I guess the important parts to like my routine is back in line with what works for me and what I like and what motivates me, because it's one of those where seeing progress early in the day just motivates me to get more progress done. I'm still not totally over the like sunk cost aspect of the day or I'll just be like, well, I didn't get anything done, might as well just throw the whole day away, right? Like I'm not over that, but I recognize that I can feel that way, and so I just try my best not to feel that way, not to let myself be in a position to do that. So I'm back. I'm back. And David and I are going to be hosting a bonus live stream actually tomorrow as of this filming together. So I'll have to get all of that up and ready, but just very excited. So we'll be able to chat Secret Theater stuff, and I cannot wait. But that is going to be it for this vlog. Please do comment down below and let me know if your routine has changed at all. Let me also know if you fall into that kind of sunk cost mentality sometimes, and what you do to kind of like not experience that. Also, let me know what you do to kind of like get yourself back on track after maybe something similar to like a NaNoWriMo hangover, or just like you've spent a lot of your creative energy, you need to refill the well, but once you've refilled the well, how do you get back into that sort of like routine of getting stuff done? One of the things I talked about when I took my break from YouTube, picking up the vlog again was really weird. Not because I didn't like doing it, but just because it was like out of habit. And so I think it feels kind of like that getting started again, you feel some kind of opposition sometimes just because you didn't have that same routine or that same habit down for a while. Yes, I would be curious. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with a new video.